What's going on, Muscle Monsters? It is Alain Gonzalez, and today I want to talk to you about why it is critical that you incorporate strength training into your bodybuilding routine if you are an intermediate or advanced lifter who is having trouble progressing in the gym. Alright, so today I'm going to give you 3 reasons, and these, in my opinion, are big reasons as to why you should be strength training. Alright, so just to clarify, when I say strength training, I'm talking about heavy loads, 5 rep max, 4 rep max, etc. Alright, so reason number 1, and I'll start with the boring stuff. Training heavy is not only going to build the muscle that surrounds certain joints, but it's going to strengthen the ligaments and the tendons in that area. This is going to increase joint stability, prevent injury. It's also going to allow you to perform given exercises with better form. Alright, so that is probably not that great of a reason, but in my opinion, it's crucial and worth mentioning. Alright, number 2. Muscle density. Alright, so let me explain real quick. There are 2 types of hypertrophy, right? There's sarcoplasmic, which is basically what the bodybuilders aim for, 8 to 12 reps. And what this is really is just increasing the muscle cell size so that it can store more glycogen and more water. Alright, so in order to build a more muscular physique, we must train in that rep range, right? However, there are certain muscle fibers that respond better to heavier loads. Alright, so that leads me into the next type of hypertrophy, which is myofibrillar, which is the type of hypertrophy that is triggered by power lifters. Okay, and what this does is with specific fibers, it actually increases their size, and then obviously it'll help increase strength as well. But if you take somebody who's an intermediate lifter, for example, who's never trained with heavy loads and they've only trained in that sarcoplasmic hypertrophy rep range, then let's say they get injured and they can't train for 2 weeks to a month. Well, what's going to happen is that they're going to look very deflated, right? But you take somebody who does a mixture of both, or even just strength training alone, even after 6 months, they still might look thick and dense, right? So like I mentioned, the sarcoplasmic hypertrophy is going to increase the muscle cell size for more glycogen and water storage, which is great. That's what we are aiming for in order to improve our physiques. But you don't want to skip up muscle density, which is also pretty important. And then number 3, although training, for example, with a bench press or a squat and using heavy loads is not going to directly influence that muscle as far as muscle size, you gotta understand progressive overload, right? Progressive overload is when you can increase your workload, your total workload, and by strength training, you are going to be able to then use a heavier workload in your working sets when training for hypertrophy, right? So those are the 3 reasons why you should incorporate strength training into your bodybuilding routine. For joint stability and injury prevention, for muscle density, and also for strength increases in your hypertrophy training. Alright guys, if you are a beginner, even though none of this should matter to you yet, although it might be good to know, I still have my Mass in a Flash guide. It's a beginner program. It's totally free. I'll put a link in the description to that. You can download it there. Just put your name and your email address and get instant access. Make sure to follow me on Facebook, facebook.com/MuscleMonsters, Instagram @MuscleMonsters. And that's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.